I am Arun Kishore from ECEC, and now I am going to discuss with you a very common topic which we all see in our daily life. Let me start with the video first. So, this is my topic which we all see in our daily life, child labor. So, I think from the time of our ancestors, we have been listening that India is a developing country, India is a developing country, and we are also saying that India is a developing country. So, what is the thing which is stopping India to reach the position called developed country? Why India is still developing? What is the obstacle? The obstacle is child labor. I believe, not only me, but also a famous legendary person of India, Mr. Abdul Kalam also addressed in his speeches that youth is the backbone for India. Without youth, India is nothing. And if youth has particular determination, proper determination to be technically strong in the world, then no other power in the universe can stop India to become a developed country. So, child labor, one of the major problems for India. What is the child labor exactly? According to our Indian constitution, there is a particular age span, that is from age 5 to 18 years. Any person who is under the age of age 5 to 18 working under any constitution or working under any firm or working under any corporation is treated as a child labor. In India, there are many professions operated by child laborers. I am talking in particular about India only because according to the census taken in 2002 to 2012, India owns second position across the world, whereas Africa is first in child labor. But according to the statistics taken in 2015, India secured the first position in child labor. So what are the professions taken by child labor? There are many professions like polishing shoes or collecting dust on roadside, many other professions like begging, etc. All these are the professions undertaken by child labor. So we all know that in India there is a famous place called Kanchipuram. What is the famous thing in Kanchipuram? Saris, silk saris, right? According to 1997, I think so, 40,000 child laborers are working in Kanchipuram silk industries, and I bet my friends, no one of you will have a dream about the recent statistics. It crossed 1,78,000 people as child laborers in Kanchipuram silk industries. Followed by next year, it is the statistics given by the government of India in 2015. According to the government, there are 20 million child laborers are working in India, but there are many social welfare organizations, right? They have conducted a illegal survey which is not accepted by government, and they have declared that there are 50 million child labor working, and it's a punishable offense too. So let me take you out the world statistics. According to the statistics of the world, 218 million children are working as child laborers. Out of these, our Asia is contributing 61%, Africa contributing 32%. So why Asia and why Africa? I don't want to speak about Africa, but I being an Indian, I am proud of India because technology is invented by other countries and they are brought to India. Message also, it was not invented by Abdul Kalam, it was developed by Abdul Kalam in India with indigenous technology, but it is invented at some other place. I am proud of India because India invented a new technique called as bonded child labor. So what is bonded child labor? India owns 25 million bonded child laborers across the world. World has 55 million bonded child laborers. Out of them, 25 million are from India. So what is a bonded child labor exactly? It is a major problem for India. In some rural areas, we all know that the major problem for India is poverty, right? So in some rural areas, pregnant women won't have proper money and facilities for their delivery. So they will ask the people who are rich at that position, they will ask for monetary help, and the rich people will write an agreement that after your delivery, after the particular age of your child, he has to work as a labor for us. So before coming or before entering into the world, a child is a labor. This is called as bonded child labor, and the bond was made before the boy came to earth. This is called as bonded child labor, and out of 55 millions, India wants 25 millions of bonded child labor. What are the main causes of bonded child labor? What are the main causes for child labor? The first cause mentioned is very important, because poverty. So in rural areas, let me consider rural areas only, because the lifestyle of the rural area is very different from the lifestyle in urban areas. What is the problem in rural areas means? In India, I am only speaking about India, not for other foreign countries, because they are developed countries, right? So in India, the technology and the awareness of the rural people when compared to urban people are very less. So at present also, in some rural areas there is Sati Sahanam. So it was abolished in India, Sati Sahanam, but now also in India, in some rural areas it is practicing. So this is lack of awareness only. In order to support their family financially, the children are engaged to do some slavery at other positions. And the woman population. So what is woman population? What is the main cause for our population means we can't determine, right? India is our first in population. Because of this population, we have many financial hindrances, and because of these hindrances, some people are coming out into child labor. I don't want to speak about all these topics because the time is very less, right? So, what is the role of government in abolishing child labor? Are there any acts to prohibit child labor? Yes, there are. There are many acts which are proposed in order to abolish child labor. But how come they are successful? Are they successful in India? According to the recent statistics, we have 55 millions. So, can we say that these all laws which are proposed, like Child Labor Act, Factories Act, Mines Act, all these are successful? No. So, what exactly the role of youth in India in order to abolish child labor? Let me discuss with you about this. What is the role of youth? Let me take you out your childhood. At the age of 8 or 10, I have previously played a video, right? In that video, a boy asked you a question. What have you done at the time of your age? So, what exactly we have done? We went to schools, we enjoyed our life in school, and when come back to home, we enjoyed with our family, right? But if I say, just go by walking on road, you may find many people, many small kids, they will collect the dust and some bottles on the sides of road. They work for some small street shops or some shops which are besides the road. So, for what are they working? According to our Indian Constitution and the fundamental rights, we have right to survival, right? So, what is meant by right to survival? Every citizen of India has some particular right, and they have to survive with their nutrition and some minimum facilities. So, where is the right to survival here? There is no right to survival. They are starving from days to days. They are trying to survive themselves. They are working as laborers in the age of 8 in which we are enjoying. So, friends, I want to say one thing. Entire world revolves around children only. Children are very important. I bet no other person can determine or can expect a child is a good boy or not by his behavior. A particular incident will be there in their life in which a failure candidate can also turn into a legend. Let me take the example of Einstein. We all know that we have a lesson, right? About Einstein. He don't even study very well in his school time, but we are all following his relation. E is equals to mc square, which also figured out the principle of atom bomb. So we can't determine if this children is intelligent or not. A particular situation will come and it will make the children very important. So all the world is revolving around children only. Why we are spoiling the life of children? Don't we have some common responsibilities? Being a citizen of India, being a responsible citizens of India, we have some laws and we have some duties. Honoring the fundamental rights, and we have taken oath to protect the fundamental duties. So we have to promise ourselves that we are going to abolish child labor. Thank you, friends.
Very good, Arun Kishore. Thank you so much. Wonderful PPT.
Thanks.
I find the spirit in your PPT when it can generate each other's emotions. Thank you so much. Who's next?